The fairy's first visit and the blindness of youth. In the first light of a morning when time was still fresh and the soul remained oblivious to the world, a fairy suddenly appeared before a young man. In her hand, she held a golden basket inscribed with the words, "The 5 boons of life." The fairy's voice was as soft as a breeze blowing from distant mountains. "I have brought you 5 gifts, my child. But choose wisely, for only one of these 5 gifts is truly precious. The remaining 4 are but shadows that will weary your soul and deceive you." The 5 boons gleaming in the basket were pleasure, love, fame, riches, and death. The young man, with blood coursing through his veins like a roaring river, ignored the warning. His eyes were fixed on the most brilliant and loudest gift in the basket, pleasure. "I choose pleasure," he declared. A sorrowful smile flickered across the fairy's face, and she vanished silently. The young man spent his years in delight and revelry. He smelled every flower and took the seat of honor at every feast. But as the years passed, the taste of pleasure grew bitter and its colors began to fade. Excitement was replaced by a profound emptiness, and banquets by a sense of nausea. Pleasure had melted away in his hand like a snowflake, leaving behind only a weary body. "Ah," he sighed, "if I could choose again, I would never have chosen this hollow gift." Years later, the fairy appeared once more. 4 gifts remained in her basket. This time, the man was more cautious. His eyes drifted toward that warm glow that quickened his heartbeat. "Love. I choose love," he said. "Love will surely fill the void that pleasure left behind." And so, the man pursued love. His heart took wing like a bird. He wrote poems and made solemn vows. But love brought with it jealousy, the fear of loss, and finally, the unbearable ache of separation. Those he loved either abandoned him or mingled with the earth in the cruel gears of time. Love was like a candle flame. It warmed him first, then it scorched his soul. He looked at the fairy through tears. "Love too was an illusion," he said. "Every happiness I chased left behind a gargantuan grief." By the 3rd visit, the man had begun to age. He gambled his chance on fame. His name began to echo on every tongue. Statues were erected in his honor. But fame brought him thousands of enemies and insincere friends. He felt more alone than ever in the midst of crowds. People did not love him. They only loved his name. As the cold wind of fame began to chill his spirit, he chose riches for his next selection. Treasures, palaces, armies at his command, all were his. But wealth brought with it an endless insatiability. As his gold increased, so did his longing for sleep. He felt as though everyone was trying to steal from him. His possessions became his prison. Sitting amidst his gold in his cold marble palace, he summoned the fairy one last time. He was now very old, very weary, and deeply disillusioned. The only true gift. When the fairy appeared for the last time, only one gift remained in the basket. It was the one that did not glitter among the 4 false lights, a silent, humble gift that promised eternal peace, death. With trembling hands, the man reached for the basket. He no longer desired the noise of pleasure, the sting of love, or the weight of gold. The fairy looked at him and whispered, "I told you, from the very beginning, my child. Only one was truly valuable. Pleasure consumed you, love wounded you, fame isolated you, and riches imprisoned you." But now, the gift in your hand is the only true boon that will end all these wearinesses. Death is not a perishing to be feared. It is an awakening from all the illusions of life. The man took a blanket. In that moment, all voices fell. All pains faded away. And as Mark Twain said, only when man renounces all these false gifts can he reach the eternal shore of true peace. Dear SoulWalk traveler, this story by Mark Twain holds a mirror to us all. Do we not spend our lives chasing those glittering baskets? More pleasure, more success, greater riches. But we realize too late that everything we gain actually takes something away from our soul. As you watch this video today, ask yourself this: what is it that truly makes you happy? Is it those noisy rewards outside, or the silent peace within? Remember, the greatest boon of life is the art of being at peace with yourself. Even when you have lost everything, may your soul always be filled with peace. Until we meet again on our next inner journey, farewell. SoulWalk.